Okay, well, like I said, I had a few bearings on this Z-axis that were kind of a little bit grindy, you know, when you'd slide them back and forth. So I'm gonna take those apart. And clean it up. There must be some residual particulate in there from manufacturing. These are just cheap Chinese linear rail. They aren't high wind as I thought they were. I'm just used to that green and red color being a high wind bearing, but these are definitely not high winds. I got this, it's a pretty light oil lube from the factory. I did already take one of them apart and clean it. And I did see a little fleck of metal come out of one of them, so I think that's, at least on that bearing, what the problem was. There's 37 balls in each side of this, so I'd suggest you get a magnetic pan like this to put underneath your area where you're working, because I wouldn't want to have to try to find one of these, that's for sure. And this little retainer right here, I'm just going to get underneath the edge of it, pry that out, pops right off. Just move those over to one side. Still working over this in case there's some in there. It didn't come out. We're just gonna get in between that end cap where the balls recirculate in. Don't see any in there. And I've just got a small plastic container here with some 91% isopropyl alcohol, just to get that factory lube off of there. Wash any particulate out that might be on it. Definitely want to ease those out. There's two little pieces here that index it into the body that you don't want to break off if you just go prying it from one side. So we'll look through there, right there and there where the bearings recirculate through. I don't see any in there. So we'll pop that in there. Our rails, our end seals, and I'm not going to worry about getting those cleaned off. Go ahead and get all the balls in there. Get this cleaned out. Just kind of swoosh that around in there. end seals dried off. Retaining wires. Our end caps. All right. I'm just going to use the little magnet here to grab all those. And just covered up the magnetic tray. Just drop them right down on that paper towel so they don't try to take off on me. I can get them all dried off. Looks like it. All right, start putting this back together. We'll get our end caps on. Get our retainers in. Just get it hooked on one side. Bring it over and into the other side, just like that. Just get our end seals in place. We won't want to tighten these down though. We'll want to leave them a little bit loose because they do have a little bit of adjustment in them. So we're going to want to put them on the rail. Looks like somebody's been using this to poke holes in drywall. So we'll leave those a little loose. And then start loading these little guys up. And what I found works best, at least for me, still working above the magnetic tray, because they do like to take off, is just put them in the back and then just kind of push down with your finger to get them underneath the retainer. Just like that. And again, there's 37 of these per side. Oop. One jumped on me. I got lucky and it bounced off my jacket and right back onto the workbench. There, we're starting to feed through. You can have a gap in there just a little bit wider than a single ball. Let's make sure these roll. Those roll really nice. So we'll flip it over and do the other side. Looks like they will pop through the front also. If you get one stuck on the front there. I think that's it. All right, let's see how that side rolls. Nice and smooth. That's great. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm using this tri-flow. I don't have any history on this. I just know it works really good on Pine Car Derby wheels. Had some pretty good luck with that. So I'm assuming this will be the same. It's not real heavy lube, but it does seem to stay on there. I'm just putting it in and circulating them around. Make sure we get them nice and coated. Okay, we'll get this out of the way. Get our Z-axis in here. Make sure we got this nice and wiped down in the grooves. Like I said, these bottom two feel really, really good, so I'm not going to bother redoing those. Forgot that one wasn't secured yet. All right, so like I said, you leave your end caps a little bit loose. We're going to want to put that on real gently so you don't pop any balls out of there. Oh, that's nice. That's so much better. We'll want to put that on there with that end seal aligned on the rail. Go ahead and snug those up. Take it off real careful. We'll turn it around. We'll run it back and forth just to make sure we're aligned. And snug that end seal up. Wow, that's beautiful. Nice and smooth. Before it was locking up on me, it would stop and you'd have to really pull on it. So this is much better. That's it.